In 2012, Sword Art Online was released, and it was an anime that would pave the way for all the shitty isekai garbage that would soon follow. Isekai as a genre is one with so much potential. You can write vast, huge worlds from scratch, and create unique dynamics not possible in other genres. The only limitation is your imagination. This is really why the genre was received so well. All the fans saw the endless possibilities authors could create, but instead, we got reincarnated as a stick, a sword, your mom, a slime. The hope for good isekais died so quickly, even abortions couldn't compete. And instead of brand new unique worlds created, we got the same formula over and over again repeating itself. Spawn in, overpowered, one-tap people, potential problem, one-tap people, everything is solved. The only real difference? What you spawn in as. Are you a skeleton? A spider? A stick? Or maybe a vending machine? I wish I was making that last one up. But you know, every so often, even from among the trash of isekai, something new comes out. Isekai Ojisan is an isekai that's not really an isekai. Let me explain. Our main character is Takafumi. Wait, not that guy. Yeah, that one. This guy's uncle, yup, not him, got hit by Truck-kun and entered into a coma for 17 years. So our real main character is actually this dude's uncle, who's only ever referred to as Ojisan throughout the series. For newer weebs, Ojisan just means uncle. Ojisan wakes up from his coma and starts speaking in a foreign language nobody understands. Eventually, he starts speaking Japanese. We figure out that he's been isekai'd for 17 years throughout his entire coma. Of course, Naofumi doesn't believe him at first, but it turns out he still has all his powers from the isekai world, and in classic isekai fashion, he's pretty overpowered. Now, from here, most people would think the series would be about Oji-san using his powers to save the world or something stupid like that, blah 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 blah. We don't do that here. Instead, Isekai Oji-san opts to keep everything simple, and it shines in its simplicity. This show is a comedy at its core, not a true isekai, and it makes fun of the stupid isekai tropes that we've all gotten used to. Budget shield hero acts as a straight man, while Oji-san shows him footage from the time he was in a coma, and that's all the series is at its core. It's a comedy act between an uncle and his nephew that makes fun of stuff in the rundown apartment. And that's all it needs to be. Now for the characters, as expected, we don't have too many. In this series, we have Sega, Budget Shinpachi, Female Budget Shinpachi, Necessary Tsundere, Harem Member 2, and Harem Member 3. The cast here is quite slim compared to other shows, but it's all that's really needed. The isekai setting helps in setting up wild scenarios for new comedic aspects to arrive. And not only do you have one straight man, you also have another one that acts as a love interest and keeps stuff fairly interesting. Now, what's good about Isekai Oji-san? Well, first off, it's a breath of fresh air compared to the isekais that have been releasing for quite a while now. Its setup is quite different from the usual truck, respawn, wow, I'm not a loser anymore, and I have a harem now. The comedy aspect is what distinguishes it from the rest. This show focuses on comedy more than any other isekai I've seen, even compared to something like Konosuba. For a show that relies so heavily on comedy, it's crucial for that comedy to be natural. Comedy written like this and other shows often feels forced, but due to the isekai setting, the show manages to make even the most absurd things come off as normal. This is really the defining feature of Isekai Oji-san. You won't find anything quite like it, and it lives and dies by its humor. It's a very hit or miss show for many, because if you happen to find it cringe or forced instead of natural, you'll end up disliking it. Some people will love this series, while others will despise it, but that's often the case with humor. It's rare for everyone to agree on what's funny, other than of course my videos, which are always objectively peak comedy. The art in the show is quite unique, opting for a more darker tone with heavy details and defined lines. It's been a while since I've seen a show use an art style similar to this one, but it does match the show very well. Music is honestly not something I've noticed too much. It plays its part well in setting the atmosphere and tone, but rarely takes the spotlight, or goes above and beyond. Now it's finally time for Waifu Wars! First up we have the tsundere. Oh boy do I like tsundere, so that one's going in the tsundere tier. Next up we have Fujimiya. Tom girls are always hard to rate, because if you put them too high, people start getting suspicious. I'm gonna go with a safe A tier on this one. This goes here. Next up we got this ice girl. The cold look in her eyes reminds me of every time my confession got rejected at school, so I'm gonna have to put her down in D tier for the depression I went through. Last up we have this character named Alicia. I'll be honest, I don't think she's been in the anime yet, so I'm gonna drop her in the Who tier for now. Alright, and this is now the objective list for the series, so please refer back to this for any arguments you might have. Now, wrapping up. Should you watch Isekai Oji-san? The answer to that is maybe. In my opinion, this is a great show to pick up and have fun with. However, I can see many people not vibing with the comedy as it's not their style. My recommendation for anyone would be to watch 2 or 3 episodes and decide from there if you want to finish it. If what you saw from this video piqued your interest, give it a chance. I doubt you'll regret it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far in the video, leave a comment down below, tell me what show I should do next. This video was a little late because I was sick, but I doubt anyone cares too much, to be honest. But with that being said, like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bad Anime Takes, signing off.